our paths were going on we were going on different journeys. I didn't realize that then, of course. You never think of it then. But that's what the reality of it was. So I had to focus on my new life. And I love this article that they wrote, Whole New Life for a Broken Man. It summed it up. Because now my whole life was changed drastically. In the same time I lost the girl, I became dependent on my pain medication to make matters worse. Okay, so I thought to myself, what's really next for me, you know? What am I going to do with this new life? Well, I ended up getting an email from a very interesting person who inspired me, named Karina Hollican, who's from Norway. And she had a very similar accident to the one I had. She's a professional skier, base jumper, sponsored by Red Bull. And I wrote to her when I was in the hospital, because I started journaling with my left hand about staying positive and trying to just write little notes to myself to keep myself feeling better, you know. And I stumbled across this woman, wrote her an email. She responded to me around the same time all this was going on with an ex-girlfriend, and she told me the best advice anyone's ever given me. She said, don't think about the things right now that you can't do. It's just going to make you sad. Think about the little things that you can do every single day that are helping you progress, that are making you feel better. And that's exactly what I started doing. I started just thinking about how it was easier to get up in the morning and get out of bed. Like the first time I was able to just cut my toenails or put on my socks. The little things that we don't think about ever. Because you're not faced with having to not be able to do them. So now I had this new mindset. A little bit of time passed, not a lot. And then I started just going, okay, I can do this a little better, I can do that a little better. So what I do, I started getting on my bicycle, riding to the pool, and swimming. And treating it like it was my job. I trained as much as I possibly could. Because I wanted my life back. I was stuck in an office at this point. I was on light duty for lifeguarding, rewriting our standard operating procedures book. I'm not a 9-to-5 office guy. Look at me, working at a surf camp. I was never that guy. So in order to get out of that life, I needed to train. I needed to get my body back to where I could go and work on the beach again. In 11 months' time, I was able to perform my 2-mile run in the allotted time along with my 500-meter pool swim to qualify and get signed off back to full duty as a lifeguard. In 11 months, I got back on my surfboard, not surfing to the full capability I could before, but I could get waves, I could stand up. And I knew I could continue to progress, and I knew that, hey, there may be some things I can't do, but I'm just going to have to find out what it is I can do, find out my limitations, and that's exactly what I did. And I also got back in the sky, and I started skydiving again. I was like some kind of a junkie though, like when it came to me leaving the house, I was at my mom's house. What are you doing, Ty? I'm going surfing. I get my board and sneak my rig, throw my bag, go and I go jump. I kept it hidden for a couple of years before I had to tell her. But at the time, I was just stoked to have something back in my life that meant so much to me. And I continued on this path and in this routine for the next few years until I had this very fateful email from Western Australia. And this was such a random day. Like, I stopped this, and I'm not bullshitting, the very same day that I decided to get off these pain pills and start bettering my life, this email fell into my hand from my organization, from the lifeguarding service of Western Australia, saying, if you want to come out here, not me, but our group, if any of you want to come out here and work for us, this is what you need to do. It was a mystery guy in our organization who reached out to WA, and they contacted back, and it fell into my hands, and I said, okay, I need to complete this in order to go out there and work in Australia. And I thought, good waves, beautiful girls, I think I can do this. I knew I could do it. I just knew I had to train. I had to get myself back into that mindset of, okay, I've got a goal, and now I have to work toward it. So what I did is I made a list. And my list said Western Australia. And under that list, or under that title, it said exactly what I needed to do in order to get there. When it came to training, when it came to my mindset, when it came to who I hung out with, I was a recluse. I didn't hang out with anyone. Because no one's on the same page as me at this point in time. All my friends after work, they were going to the bar to drink. They were going home to watch TV. I'd get to work, I'd train. I'd get on the beach, I'd run, I'd swim. I'd do everything in my power to make sure that that day was used wisely in order to get to my goal. after work, I wasn't done. I'd go home. Friends would call, I'm off, I don't want to deal with anybody. I'm getting on my bike and I'm riding to the pool, I'm going to swim again. And I just kept on the same regimen, the same routine. Because I wanted this goal, I wanted it more than anything. So I continued to train for those next few months until I actually made that journey out to Western Australia. And I made the trip. I joined the team of 9 lifeguards. It was one of the best summers of my life. And now it's been about 5 years, almost 5.5 years since I left home. And more goals have been accomplished. I filled up about 3 big notebooks just of writing. I stress all you guys about writing. Every day I'm just journaling little things, little notes